The parable of the rich fool.
Oh, wow. Let's hear it. And this is in Luke 12, and I think we're starting in verse 13.
13.
Spirit, guide us.
Then one of the crowd said to him, Jesus,
Teacher.
teacher, tell me why, or tell me my brother. Sorry, I'm messing this up. Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me. That's fine. And my
Oh,
brother stole all my money.
just like we go to like a teacher. Tell the other student to give me back my.
No,
That's
this is like the cold opening of an episode of Judge Judy.
oh yeah, yeah, it could be.
Tell my brother to give me back my money.
No, so let's see what God says.
But he said to him, man, are you kidding me? Who made me a judge or an arbitrator over you? And
Hmm.
he said to them, take heed and beware of covetousness, for
Mm,
one's life does not consist in the abundance of things he possesses. That's
wow.
true. Let your brother steal the money and let God give you back tenfold what you should have received.
Trust in God. I mean, right. I mean, because why is he coming, right? We don't, his, Jesus would have known if it's out of covetousness, right?
Which I think he's maybe pointing to now.
Exactly. So he would know his heart. So,
Right. Or then maybe he's trying to explain the action to the brother, but let's read further.
yeah.
Then he spoke a parable to them, saying,
Mm,
the ground of a certain rich man yielded plentifully, and he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do, since I have no room to store my crops?
mm,
So he said, I will do this. I will put down my barns and build greater, and there I will store all my crops and my goods.
mm.
And I will say to my soul, soul, you
Because
have
he's
many
pulling,
goods
yeah. He's,
laid up for many years. Take your ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But
mm,
God said to him, fool, this night your soul will be required of you. Is he gonna die?
yeah, I think
Then
so.
no, then those, then whose will those things be which you have provided? So is he who lays up treasure for himself and is not rich toward God.
Mm. 'Cause he's pulling down his barns to build greater, right? Just to
Well, I
store
don't,
more crops
right.
for himself instead of maybe he's supposed to be sharing, right?
They're doing something with him.
Eat, drink, and be merry. He's not like thinking, what do you want me to do, God?
Maybe it does embody it, right? Like, so say, what could he have done with his excess that would have been better? Would be like, make it, but then they have to, I
What do
mean,
you mean?
you would know how much you would need to survive the winter or their not growy season.
Right, because we have to be a good steward too, but then there's excess, right? Eat,
Right, and
drink,
he's building more, but like,
yeah. And
well,
maybe
I'm trying to
eat,
bring
drink,
this
and be merry is not maybe he's supposed to be out there helping or doing stuff, you know?
right.
Is he just thinking of himself or is he thinking of what does God want me to do?
So could he have made bread?
Could he have made bread and shared it with people?
Yeah,
Could have, probably, yeah, I'm sure.
it would have been a good use.
Yeah.
It would have fed
Sourdough.
all those 5,000 people if he followed Jesus around. It
Mm,
would have been very useful.
it would have been very useful. The disciples, but then there wouldn't have been a miracle. The disciples would have had all that and they'd be,
Mother, I
what?
just take a step back.
Yes.
If Jesus had the forethought to bring a man who had an excess of grain, if he knew that people were going to be starving in the future, I think that's a pretty good miracle.
Oh, yes, I see what you're saying. I got you. That's a different kind of miracle,
A
right?
miracle is avoiding disaster, right? That's a
No, that,
miracle. And
right.
most of life is a miracle because not that
Um,
many things go wrong.
right. Considering all the things that, wow. Thank you, Jesus. You keep us in. Wow.
So don't be a
Terrific.
rich fool. Do something with everything you got.
Yes, be a
Don't
good
be,
steward. Yes. And it's decent, isn't it?
it is.